A severe earthquake centered on the East Cape has shaken the North Island of New Zealand on Friday morning, triggering low-level tsunami activity and sending coastal residents fleeing for high ground. The quake was 7.1 in magnitude and hit 130 kilometers northeast of Te Araroa at a depth of 55 kilometers at 4.37 m, 2.37 m east. It was felt from Northland to Wellington on the North Island, and on the top of the South Island. Severe reports were felt in Gisborne and the Bay of Plenty, and led to some residents piling into their cars and moving uphill in its wake. GMS science seismologist Caroline Holden said there were a flurry of aftershocks, including one measuring 6.2 at 5.14 am local time, 3.14 east. By 7.10 am, 5.10 am, there had been 57 aftershocks. Tengarai Peter, who lives at Hicks Bay, a small settlement closest to the epicenter, said the locals gathered in the motels that sit on higher ground. I felt a little shock, then it just got bigger and bigger and everything started rocking. Everything in the house just started rattling and falling everywhere. I jumped up and saved our TV, because that was ready to fall over and smash, he said. Peter, his partner and his 15-year-old son, hurried to the motel. That's the biggest quake we've ever had on the coast and I've been here for 20-something years. It was scary all right, he said. Soon after the quake first struck, New Zealand's Civil Defence issued a tsunami warning for the east coast of the North Island, including Auckland, Waikato and Bay of Plenty, and for the upper South Island. But the agency cancelled that warning at 8.30 am, local time, saying the greatest wave activity had most likely already occurred. The recorded tsunami activity was fairly small, a wave of just 30 centimeters. People in the Gisborne district's coastal areas were initially warned to go to higher ground, but they have now been told they may return to their homes. They have been warned to stay away from beaches, streams, and estuaries, saying there could be unusually strong currents and unpredictable water flows near the shore. Te Roy, who lives at the Te Araroa Marion Waipiro Bay, told Radio NZ that about 25 people from his community evacuated to higher ground after the quake. It shook the house, scared the hell out of me and my boy. Literally the house rattled and shook. It was a rolling wave, one of those earthquakes that continually just lifted the house, he said. I picked up my son and headed outside. Speaking to the radio station by phone from higher up on the hill, he said people were calm and the sea looked as flat as a pancake. There have been no reports of significant damage or injuries. Civil Defence advised residents to continue to listen radio/TV for further updates and follow instructions of local civil defence authorities. Te Araroa Civil Defence Emergency Management Controller John Clark said that if people felt another long and strong earthquake, they should again head for high ground, or as far inland as possible. Schools in the region would be open on Friday, except for Talaga Bay Area School, which had made an early call on school buses. However, Civil Defence says unusually strong currents and unpredictable flows could be expected. In Auckland, the Britomart train station was earlier shut down as a precaution, causing large disruption to morning commuters. Friday's quake follows a 5.7 magnitude quake on Thursday morning, 100 kilometers northeast of Te Araroa at a depth of 25 kilometers at 10.04 am, 8.04 am east.